What's up? Friday, February 27th. And the last day of the month? No, tomorrow, 28th?
Tomorrow.
Leap year? No?
Tomorrow. Not a leap year.
No leap year. It's every 4 years.
Wasn't there a leap year? What was it? 24 was a leap year?
2024, yeah.
It stays even, I guess, right? So
Always even.
So this is the last show before
March.
Like we're here,
Correct.
which is crazy because I don't know. It feels like we were just doing fucking November. You know, like football. Like we were looking at who's gonna make the playoffs. Like it
Doesn't feel like that at all. November feels like forever ago.
It feels like a long fucking time ago. It really does. It feels like a long time ago.
Feels like
it also
last year.
feels pretty quick. What? What's he saying?
Said it feels like last year.
It does feel like last year, but it does.
No, I think
don't know.
It's short.
Seasons are going faster than I think, but.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're creeping in on summer now. Once that it's March, you're like, that's where my head goes. I'm like,
crazy.
We're getting close to summer, spring starting to like we're done with hopefully done with the cold.
Maybe because the football season moves so fast and you're doing so much.
That's how football flies. Like I feel like there's always a point I look up and I'm like, oh my god, like it's like week 12.
There's a Francesa bit that Funhouse does every week when he would do it. He'd be like, I can't believe it. We're already in week 4. Already in week 5. He literally cuts it together. It's fucking unbelievable. Speaking of things that go fast, Fair Harbor. This podcast is brought to you by Fair Harbor, makers of the world's most comfortable swimwear. The same comfort that's earned thousands of 5-star reviews is built into their super soft apparel, made to be worn hard and broken in by the life you live. Spring is right around the corner, we hope, and if your closet's feeling a little tired, Fair Harbor's got you covered. They make insanely comfortable everyday pieces you actually want to wear. From their best-selling swim trunks to their unbelievably soft hoodies, you really can't go wrong. I like the versatility. I like it that it seems like cool stuff that I didn't have the guts to pick out, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like when I click it, I'm like, all right, I hope I can pull this off. You do it, it form fits to you. It's unbelievable. They just released new arrivals from their spring collection featuring fresh styles designed for spring and beyond, lightweight layers, soft fabrics, and effortless versatility. Exactly what your closet needs right now. Head to fairharborclothing.com and use code PIX20 for 20% off your full price order now through 2/28. Once again, that's Fairharbor, HARBOR clothing.com for 20% off, and make sure you use our promo code PIX20 so they know we sent you. I'm trying to think what we want to do. Definitely college, but I was wondering if there's anything stand out in terms of the combine.
Oh, bro. I mean, not even to my own horn. I think it was the Sonny Styles and the Ohio State guys were like the
stars.
Did you see any of the Sonny Styles stuff? Him specifically.
I saw you.
Reese.
That's what made me review it. Like what Styles is doing is like insane. I saw you doing it, or like I was like, all right, I'll get my my conversation.
So
I also saw. Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, not at all.
Listen, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, so someone said, hey, he's resting up for the season.
Who of us have ever fallen asleep on live television?
Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us.
Oh, man.
So
DraftKings actually made this about Sonny Styles.
Just for context of how freaky, he's a linebacker.
Jesus.
And also, I wanted to for everyone, like, he's not some fluke, like, fucking in shorts guy. Like, he was, like, the best linebacker in the country. He was unbelievable. I actually saw some PFF thing or some like where they do like grades on like he missed one tackle all year. He played like every snap.
That's unreal.
He was like, he was the only linebacker that graded above. It was something like an 85 in like tackling, coverage, like everything. I mean, he's faster than fucking CeeDee Lamb. He's 6'5", 245.
How high is he gonna go?
Top 5. Bosco, I think Giants is very I think if he's there at 5, the Giants would.
Who would you rather have, him or Caleb Downs?
It's honestly tough. He's so free. Like he's such a freak. He's more of a freak than Downs is. They're both super high character. Like so, at Ohio State, they do this thing where you get voted, where you wear the block O.
Let me make sure.
It's like a leader.
Quick. Downs is in the. Downs is the safety?
Yes.
And then, but Reese is also...
Reese is like more of an edge, but he plays off ball too.
I know I know Ohio State has all the animals, but I just...
It's honestly going to be annoying now. We're going to look back. We're going to have like 4 guys. We're going to have 3-4 guys go in the top like 8 of the draft, and we didn't win. But they all were on defense besides Tate, we just couldn't block.
I guess it's
We lost
like,
the two teams in the Natty.
I don't know. You look at it, it's like, I mean, defense, you need somebody everywhere, but it's like the Eagles have pretty good receivers. Like, do you go there with, I'm just saying of like.
Oh, you're saying the Giants?
Giants,
I think the
yeah.
Giants usually be best available.
Yeah. Like, which level do you prioritize is, I guess, what I'm saying.
I think I think now it's probably, like, I think Downs or Styles is, like, probably the pick.
Reese is a beast, dude.
I think Reese is going to go.
His whole chart there.
Jesus Christ.
He essentially was, like, the best, like, linebacker tested ever. In the history of the combine. He had the highest vertical for a linebacker ever. I think it was, like, the 4th broad jump ever. He's 6'5", 245, ran a 4.46. He's ridiculous. He's just a freak of the, and he was an absolute stud in the field. When he started, he was he was a safety for like 2 years at Ohio State.
That's more impressive to me.
He started as a safety.
When a guy moves positions.
And they were like, what are we, like, this guy's so good,
Yeah,
like, get him at backer.
You're
like,
talking about acumen, where it's like
he can cover. He's that big. He can run with receivers. Like,
yeah,
he's a freak of.
I
He's
also gonna
truly a
guess
freak.
That
That's
the
the
Jets will
move.
not be taking David Bailey in the upcoming draft. After,
They might. That's the thing. They might.
or maybe he was just so good.
Bailey's all. I think
you didn't have
Bailey's
to watch
incredible
him.
too. Bailey's a fucking freak.
that,
He's a stud.
that cameraman knew exactly what the fuck he was doing.
Can you imagine before, like, the guy saw he was licking his chops?
Oh.
He's like, oh my God, Glenn of all people. Because imagine it's like McVay or something, like, no, what are you going to, like, break? The guy's a stud. What are you going to break his balls? Like,
Yeah.
Glenn, it just the joke writes itself.
Yeah.
People were saying he was looking at his phone, possibly. Like,
I'm not buying that. So I saw some Jets fans saying, like, very clear look at his phone. I'm like, oh, it's very clear. Like, I don't know about very clear.
Why are Jets fans defending whatever? They shouldn't defend anybody. Like at that point, just lean into it. But whatever.
Now there's some level of fan that you'll just defend literally anything, anytime, anywhere.
Tom Lay said, like, JFC. Do you know abbreviate
Yeah,
that?
just fucking chill.
Yeah. Well, it's the J man. Well, yeah.
Jesus, yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that on air.
Should be
but-
J8.
I think we're allowed to say that on air, right?
Maybe. Who
Well, I
cares?
think in 5-6 years of this show, I've definitely said.
Well, it's a Friday during Lent, so.
I'm not the most. I guess I am Catholic. I'm not the most.
Yeah,
I don't practice. I'm not participating in Lent per se.
Yeah, I gave up.
But I respect it. I don't fault anyone who does.
It's gonna outrage everybody, but it's like Catholic Church got their problems. I still believe in it. I donate. If I forget and I go have bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning,
What are you gonna do?
You respect
Also, in terms of down the list
Ask for
of
forgiveness.
my sins, like if I ever get there, when God shows up, He's gonna be like, all right, we got this, we got this.
You think it's only gonna be one piece of paper?
No, I was still
Trust
getting
me,
it.
mine's gonna be plenty
Still
full
getting
myself.
it. And then He's gonna be like, oh, on February 27th, bacon, egg, and cheese. Be like,
Yeah, man, that's gonna be really good.
Credit to Dante for no social media for all of Lent.
Some fucking
man.
wackos at this fucking company.
Yeah,
Lunatic.
Ohio State guys.
We did a little housekeeping. We did Blutman on House Call. Clip is, I think, over 1 million views of like his story of talking where he's like, I just want to be myself, which is awesome. Yeah, I mean,
I love the guy. I do.
The thing I said too, and it's not like tongue in cheek, and it really kind of fits in here, like, and it's always been the case, which is from the get go. You could say as many flaws as I have, the get go has always kind of been from me. You could be fucking green, polka dotted, purple, fucking boy, girl, whatever. You like sports, you're good with me. Like, like as long as we can, that's kind of the biggest test too. My wife would be like, oh, this person's going to bring over their boyfriends, or like, we're going to go here for New Year's Eve. I'm like, are there guys you can watch a game with for your meeting for the first time? And like 2 years ago, when did TCU beat Michigan?
Yeah.
TCU beat Michigan, the doubleheader on New Year's Eve. That one, I was in a room with a kid who I'd never met before, and like by the end of the game, we were like rotating who was going to get the drinks back and forth. It was like, I got you, no problem, bud, I got you. Like, so he was in the rotation. But yeah, I mean that's what's great here. Like, if you love sports, you're gonna, he's labeled as weird or this and that. Like, Blutman's the best. He's fucking super knowledgeable, very underratedly funny. Did you see the Sopranos clip of him?
Sopranos clip?
His Sopranos clip?
No.
I think he was on The Bracket or something, or maybe it was, I don't know what show. It was something with Tommy and Che. And they're like, best TV shows. I don't know exactly what it was, but anyway, Che was like, I'm gonna get killed here. I haven't seen fully The Sopranos like all the way through. Tommy's like, I haven't like fully watched it as well. Rudy's like, yeah, this is bad. Like, I haven't seen it either. And Blutman's like, I just want to say, I think it's super embarrassing that we have this many people in a room who haven't seen The Sopranos. He's like, no, I haven't seen it either. He's just like,
I was waiting for it. I was like, no shot.
Right on. Oh, he hasn't watched anything. Like, right on cue. So,
and it's funny, his dad's one of the more prolific TV writers in the last, like 30 years.
It's crazy. So,
Blutman's the man. I really enjoyed getting to do unnecessary roughness with him the last couple of years, become friends, talk ball on the side, too. He's my guy. When I want to scoop in coaching season, anytime on my source, it's not my source. It's just Liam Blutman.
Yeah, he's got votes and
Jack
stuff. I wish he was back.
He votes on the Bolitnikov. He votes on a bunch of the college football
who did he
awards.
cost the Bolitnikov? Did he cost like Neighbors?
Well, there was because he voted for Nick Nash.
There we go.
Who was the receiver at San Jose State? He was really good. He actually started as a quarterback, and he was awesome. And he loved him. And then, a lot of people thought Neighbors should have won over. Neighbors had better, stats than Marvin. Obviously, he's been better in the league, too. But, a lot of people, he voted for Nash, and the truth that he swung it. It was almost like he, threw a vote away.
Yeah.
And it, kept
He was the Herbert guy.
Yeah, exactly. He was the Herbert guy.
Yeah, I wish he was fully locked into hoops. He doesn't, the transfer portal's deterring things, but
he watches hockey, golf, tennis,
everything.
It's one that you can only have so many. That's why I feel like MMA is big for me. I feel like I don't have it for hockey and other. I watch some golf, not as much as him.
Yeah, playoff hockey.
Tennis, I don't have in my bag.
I mean, gambling will always get you back into
sure.
This guy to win a goal. And playoff hockey is interesting because
there'll
be times. Don't get me wrong. You turn on the Mets and then the hockey game's going after. You're like, okay, it's 2-2 in the third. It's a super here we go. Somebody's going to score or it's in overtime and it's do or die and you can get invested in that. So playoff hockey is always interesting as well. But check out House Call. He's fucking really, really good. He's hilarious.
He was made in the lab for Barstool Sports.
100%. And he kept saying Cognizant, and it's the Cognizant Classic this week for golf.
Yeah, he's special.
He gave me 2 guys long shots. He gave us 3 pre-tournament, but then I still got in on 2 of them, and then I think they were both 2 under through 5, and then bombed out. This course, guys were taking quad, because guys who aren't that good, so they would take them quads on some of these holes. So, but it's, again, he knew it off the top of his head, the last 5 years has been 100-to-1 winners in the Cognizant, because it's just kind of it's like a fucking golf outing. Nobody knows who the fuck's actually going to win. So check that out. All right, last night, the big one, Michigan State, Purdue. I saw they hit LaFonso Ellis on Wake Up Barstool, and they were kind of like, is this Purdue team different? He's like, no. I don't think.
Hell no.
Yeah.
They're worse.
So here's the other.
Or not worse. They're just worse, not as good. Same thing, I guess. But
here's the other weird thing. When it wrote it down, I think I was doing a hit on Wake Up Barstool a month and a half ago. Whenever Braden Smith broke the Big Ten record, do you remember that?
For assists?
Yeah, it was pretty early in terms of where he was. And if you chart it, he was averaging 10 assists at that point, or 9 maybe, 9 plus, whatever it was. He's moved down, and he threw some stinkers. I don't think he's gonna break it. I had him in the Big Ten tournament to break it.
No, I think
he was essentially a lock.
Well, I think the problem is they've needed him to score more. I think they've relied on him
That's
his
probably
role in the
accurate
team.
Too, yeah.
They don't have a prolific
he's got
it's Ren and what's Floyer, whatever his name is, the shooter.
Fletcher Lawyer, yeah.
Number 2, the shooter, the white guy.
I like the kid Ren. He tore up Alabama.
Hoffman Ren. But I'm saying those guys are Ren's a decent guy in the paint, but he's got some good moves, but he's
not a step out.
Yeah, he's not he doesn't have a ton to his game. He can't shoot. Lawyer can pretty much just shoot. So I think Smith is almost needed to be facilitator and I need to really.
I do think Painter's a good coach, though. He is
a good coach.
I still think they're a tough out. I don't think they're rolling over on anybody. Who'd they lose to last year in a war? Was it Houston?
They played Houston pretty good.
You can't, listen, he got a lot of.
And Smith played awesome in that game.
He got a lot of slack or flack, either way, to when they were a punchline of losing to the 1, losing as a 1 to FDU. Now that was on short rest, which I don't think it's just not an excuse. They should have beat FDU. Shout out my guy Tobin, Ray Savage. FDU is for real that year. Either way, I don't think 1 should play on short rest, but I still say the St. Peter's loss was worse because he had 3 full days to prep.
Yeah, no,
I really do. I really do think that's worse. A full week, you had seen games of them, you had such a size advantage inside.
FTU you did too. The prep thing is fair, but FDU was tiny as hell too.
FDU was tiny too, but I mean,
he's had good. I mean, obviously they made the national title game.
But he was in a war. They made a national title game.
No one was beating that UConn team.
No, he was in a war last year with Houston in the Elite Eight.
Yeah,
Elite Eight.
I'm pretty sure it was Elite Eight.
So it's tough. The tournament's a bear, man. I think they're going to be a very tough out. I will take them off my championship list. I think that's
they
a
were
no-brainer.
Still on it even?
No, they were it was beginning. It was beginning of February.
I just haven't believed in them for a while.
Yeah,
and
fair.
They just I don't know. Smith is good. I just don't think they had the pieces outside of him to. But I agree with you in the sense if they're not a team that you're dying to play. Obviously, matchup wise, if they're a 4 or 5, I think a 1 seed is happy to play them. Honestly,
they're still on the 2-3 line.
Are they that? I was thinking 4 maybe now, but
so it was weird.
They've lost rooting. 4. They lost 4 home games.
Yeah, I was kind of rooting for Michigan State, I think, to lose last night in terms of Bama trying to jump to the 3 line. Because if you look, Michigan State's 11 overall, whatever the fuck they were.
For them on the road too.
Yeah, but now could Purdue drop down? But the problem is Purdue beat Alabama head to head.
They might have jumped Purdue. They probably jumped Purdue last night. I'm saying Michigan State.
They might have.
You're
saying Michigan State jumped Purdue?
I'm saying I think that win puts them over.
Probably, yeah.
They have the same record. I have to look at their resumes game for game, but
it's possible.
They might have.
Then what do you make of Michigan State? Because they were a team not everybody really just listed in terms of winning the championship.
I don't think they can win the championship. That I don't think. Excuse me. I don't think they can do. But
I mean, Fears is a beast.
He's
Owen Carr's dunks are just so fucking.
Yeah, he's a monster. I just don't like. They're a team too that they struggle to score sometimes, and I think that can definitely be a problem. But Izzo month started early, 2 days early, so maybe who knows? Maybe they have a nice little run here. Maybe they win a few games in the Big Ten tournament. I mean, they're gonna have the double bye. Obviously, they're way up there, but I think I don't know. They'll be a tough out just because of Izzo. They're gonna be competitive, but I don't. They're to me a losing the Sweet 16 kind of team. That's
so how do you clarify or how do you categorize the tournament? Is it wide open? Because I don't think it's wide open. I think it's interesting, I would say. There's definitely 3. Now, Arizona's lost a guy. We don't know what's going on with Pete. Mm-hmm. But there's very clear-cut Michigan and Duke who've played this year also in a very close game. So that's pretty cool if we run back that title game. Reminds me very much of Gonzaga-Baylor, which I know everybody shits on me for. But if Gonzaga-Baylor played, remember they were supposed to play that day and they canceled the game?
Yeah, yes.
So, that was a collision course of, here, we're going to go see these two. So if it's Michigan-Duke and we keep this narrative going, that's pretty cool. But Arizona's definitely in the conversation. Kansas has a world beater player. Iowa State's really good. You could say whatever the fuck you want about Houston, man. I don't think people want to play fucking Houston.
So let me say this to you.
Arkansas's got a great guard. Bama's rolling into form in terms of being a tough out. Purdue's really good. Illinois got to start. We got a big group here.
Won't say Florida.
Yeah, I should have said Florida.
Oh, no. Let me ask you this.
That's not.
I was just joking because you haven't been the Florida guy.
Yeah.
Let me say. So I think the pretty consensus big 3 is the Duke, Michigan, Arizona. Gun to your head, you got to take 3 more. Who are your next 3 of winning it all, of truly cutting the nets, hanging a banner. You had to take 3 more teams.
I don't want to go super top heavy, but
no, go your true take the obvious top 3. Who are your next 3 you're going to war with?
I'd still take Houston.
I don't think that's insane to say. I don't think that's crazy.
Says. I'd probably still take UConn.
Interesting. Okay.
And then I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody off the top 10 in my head. Let me look at these big games.
Yeah, he's got the odds up on the screen.
No. So I can't have Duke, Michigan, or Arizona.
Yeah, I'm saying outside of the obvious 3, who would be your next 3?
I'm not picking on
to win it all.
I'm not picking on Florida. Everyone's gonna be stop saying Florida. But if I went Florida, Houston, and UConn, I would have picked the next 3. I'm not trying to do that. So I'm going Houston and UConn, and then I know we just said it because they can't win a title, but I would truthfully say, I feel like Izzo's do to get back to a Final Four?
You would take Michigan State?
No,
now?
just
No. Take the odds out of it. I was saying he put the odds up
just off the
just
odds.
for a frame of reference. I was saying
I didn't want to pick top heavy. I didn't want to go top heavy. Illinois. Illinois.
See, because that's the team. That's the team I would pick.
I'd go Illinois, but I didn't want to pull the odds back up, Phil. Illinois is where?
They're right there with.
They're right there. Where are they? Yeah, they're right there as well. So like, I didn't want to pick the next 3. You know, it's not. But yeah, if you're doing a draft, I'd go Houston, Illinois, and UConn. I worry about those European kids are pretty tough.
What about Arkansas? I saw John Fanta say that was one of his sleepers.
After I said it last week.
I said it 3 weeks ago. Remember, I was in here and I was like, besides Florida, Arkansas is like the next team and the only team I'd even consider in the SEC.
I do. I'm not. Yeah, I know people are gonna make fun of me because of the dozen and being like, "Oh, I knew that." But Ev, I did have it. If you remember the tape, Phil, I know you don't like to cut good clips. I think I went like this and pointed to Arkansas. You just said it first. Does that make sense? Like I can't.
You might have done that.
I
think that's true. I
came prepped with Arkansas.
I do think that's accurate
on that list. So yeah, I don't know the depth with Arkansas, but like maybe like Cal seems due to be back in the mix. Cal seems fucking due to be back in the mix too.
Like I just like them more as a long shot. Like mine, if I had to pick 3 more, like Florida and Illinois are the 2 that I've just loved, and I feel like. Florida, I feel like I really caught them super early, and I've been riding them, and they've made me look smarter and smarter as time's went on. Illinois is the other team I really like. I like Illinois tonight. I think they're going to beat Michigan tonight at home.
I think Illinois lost 3 out of 5.
I know that. I think this is the bounce back spot.
Need it.
They had a decent lead at UCLA and blew it and lost obviously to UCLA. That was a tough one.
I wish Donovan Dent went somewhere else. I know he's doing well at UCLA. I like that kid.
Yeah, it made sense. Like that's a nice jump from UNLV.
Oh, 100%.
Or New Mexico. New Mexico.
Yeah, 100%.
But to me, Florida. It's Florida, Illinois, and then now I didn't know what the odds were. Now I'm like annoyed in my head because you're picking too. It would just be like the next 3.
Yeah,
but I feel like
I think if you're looking at Flyers for the Final Four. And again, I don't think they can win it. So you're going to be like, you're talking yourself into a circle, like of a narrow margin, trying to middle yourself. But like, yeah, Michigan State seems pretty compelling. I'm not just saying it off of last night.
No, I don't fall.
Izzo in the tournament is really good. Like
they're a team that I could even see them making the Elite 8, but I just feel like once they run into like one of the big dogs, they'll lose.
That's a big problem with the Brad. I think everybody wants to take a chance, and have a 3 seed go to the Final Four. And there's been a ton of years where we all love that 3 seed. Texas Tech. That year we walked out of the Garden, I really did say, I'm telling you, Texas Tech. And then, in everything we were picking and like, who do you like? I like Texas Tech in a lot of those different things that you get involved in for the 3 seed. This year, it's like I could talk myself into a couple of 3s, but it seems like the title picks are all pretty chalky.
Well,
Duke, Michigan, Arizona. Like if you look at a bracket and you don't have Duke, Michigan, Arizona, you better have what we just saw. Illinois, UConn, or Houston beating them in the final.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, I don't know. It's interesting.
This is just Final Four odds. Is there like any deep ones or like obviously we don't have a bracket in front of us?
So yeah, I have 2 that seem like useless pieces of paper now. I had St. Louis and Utah State.
I don't hate the North Carolina look.
Where are they?
20-1. 20-1 under Louisville.
He said BYU is 28-1.
Because to me, like Louisville having better chance than North Carolina, I don't understand that at all. I don't get that. I think North Carolina is way better.
No,
even at the same odds, like I believe in North Carolina in terms of a tournament run, probably a lot more than I do Vanderbilt.
Yeah, they also beat them.
I keep going. Yeah, Utah State 65-1.
See, I just don't, I can't get behind a Mountain West team making. Like they could win a game because they're also a weird team where they might be on the 8-9 line, which would be.
So I think Ryan Hammer did this story, or you know how you see all these guys with TikToks of like this theory and this theory and this theory. So if it's not Ryan Hammer, I apologize who it was, but Ryan's got a ton of great different things too, and he's been on here with Friendly. They call it like I think you corrected me the last time, not snake bitten, but like rough road.
No,
like
snake bitten is
like battle tested. If it makes sense during the season. Like you look at a team's resume and you're like, okay, you're 19-9 or you're 21-11. Like okay, it doesn't really jump off the page, but like you played in a bear of a conference. Maybe you missed guys. You have talent. Like tough schedule. You got the A schedule in the conference. It's a little bit harder. Does Texas give that vibe to you in terms of one of those teams? Tough conference, good coach, talent. Like who jumps out to you of because we've seen it with like Miami in the ACC the last couple of years. Like he had the list too. Trying to think, they're like a higher seeded team. Carolina in 2020.
Well, that's why I think if Caleb Wilson is healthy, I think Carolina could maybe like.
Well, like the 5 or 6 seeds. Even Bama's year in the Final Four. I'm not just saying it because of me. They were a 4 in a brutal SEC and played a brutal non-conference schedule as well. They were battle tested. So once they get to the tournament,
so what is Kansas going to be like a 3?
No, I'm saying like a 4 or 5, 4 or 5 plus, 4 or 5 plus.
Kansas, I wouldn't be shocked. Like just obviously Self, and I think that team has shown even without Peterson, they're still very good.
What if it's one of these like? I also think it should be. I think it could be one of these Big 12 teams. I just don't know who.
Well, that's what I mean.
You know who gives that profile? If Richie Sanders was healthy, was BYU.
Yeah, I mean,
no matter what you say. Like, they played a brutal schedule. They're finally getting out of the Big 12. Maybe it's officiated a little bit different in the tournament. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of factors.
Well, see,
would you want to be playing BYU as a 6-7 at full strength? Right now, you still might want to.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're a bear. Louisville is tough. I'm just trying to think
Louisville's a team I'm not. Like, trying
to think of they're
so reliant. Seeds. Louisville, to me, is too reliant on the 3. Like, sure, if they get hot from 3, they can make a run. But
right.
Like, that's why Arkansas is a team I like for that. Even a sneaky one, even though I need to, like, watch them more. But maybe, like, their coach, the second I say, you're going to be like, oh, like, they never win in the tournament. Like a Tennessee, maybe.
Tennessee fits the profile.
Something like that.
Tennessee, 100% fits the profile.
I just don't know how much I believe in them as a team. And
they fit the it's one of those things. I remember going shopping with my brother at Express one time. And you hold up the shirt and you're like, I don't really like the words. I don't really know what the words say. He goes, who the fuck cares about the words? It's about the design. You're truthfully, like if it's a cool picture and whatever and it looks cool and a good color, buy the fucking Express shirt and roll off. So Tennessee fits that. You might not like it because of the name brand, but it looks good. They fit the profile.
Yeah.
Fits in the box.
I also just don't know how good the SEC was. Like, they're definitely not, like, terrible.
The SEC's still difficult. I mean, it's not as good as it was
last year. Sure. I also could, like, maybe a weird one like I don't know, like Nebraska. I don't know about Nebraska because I think when they run into these, like, really athletic teams, they have a problem.
Nebraska's still trending towards a 3 line, though, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you know who could fit that profile? Wisconsin a little bit,
maybe? They were the other team. They kind of popped in my head, but I don't know how much I...
Got some big wins, tough conference.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else would really like... Arkansas just keeps being that team that I like can't quit them. And I think just because it's like Acuff is a guy who could like... I think they have enough around him that they can make a run, and I think Acuff's the kind of guy that can like... He's good enough to carry you for like a few games and just win you maybe some games even you shouldn't. Like later on, just because he's that good. And Calipari's done, as much as he's gotten shit for like losing early in tournaments, like he's a guy who's done it as well. And has made deep runs. They have
rallied
talent.
Last year.
They have talent. Like that's what I'm saying.
Didn't they have a tough Sweet 16 loss too last year? Forgetting that?
Yes.
Who was it? Iowa State? No? Who'd they lose to in the Sweet 16?
I'm trying to think. I think you're right though. I think they were like up and they might have lost.
Texas Tech maybe?
It might have been. Texas Tech almost beat Florida. Let me see. Who was it?
Because St. John's was the 2. Were they in Florida's bracket? If they were in Florida's bracket, that makes sense.
How did they lose in the tournament?
Anyway, in between, let me tell you. While you pull that up, let me tell you about our friends at Tomorrow Sports. Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players, but in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL, presented by SoFi, is back with lights, cameras, action. I'm talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. And on Sunday, it's Jupiter Lynx versus Boston Common Golf. That's right. It's 2 hours of primetime golf with Tiger Woods, Max Homa, Tom Kim, Kevin Kisner, taking on Rory McIlroy, Keegan Bradley, Hideki Matsuyama, and Adam Scott. This sport just hits different. Under the lights, it's TGL, presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune in Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on ESPN, and use the ESPN app.
You're right.
Texas Tech?
In overtime, too. I remembered it. In OT. I knew it was a close game.
Texas Tech.
Because honestly, what a run for them to start off. They beat Kansas and then St. John's.
And then Texas.
Like back, and then lost to Tech. Like, but that, what a gauntlet of 3 games. Like,
and then,
last year, really good.
And then Texas Tech lost a war to
Florida. They were winning. They were winning, and then they didn't they covered the spread.
Yeah, so
they were winning a lot of the game. It was like tied, and then Florida kind of like made a little run at the end and just won it.
Yeah, so that's
Tech would have been, even though they would have been like a 2 or like probably would have been like a 3. Tech would have been the team for me that I would have been like, this is the team.
100%.
They beat Duke. They beaten some of these other like elite teams. They beat Arizona.
That's why I put them on the list.
Like the Tech, without Toppin, I don't believe in them that way. But if Toppin was healthy, they would have been a team I probably would have had like in my Final Four in a bracket.
Loaded tomorrow.
Really good.
Loaded.
Saturday. Big Saturday.
And it starts tonight, Michigan, Illinois. So you think you like Illinois?
I like Illinois.
Place to go.
I kind of like the over, too, because I think, like, Duke wanted to just drag Michigan into a dogfight. Illinois is like, they want to get out and shoot they want to shoot a bunch of threes, get running. So I think they'll be inclined to, like, each play that style. It's 158. Like, I think they're going to play this game in the 80s. So I like the over, but I like Illinois. I think they get right. Michigan's had
Illinois kind of needs it, too.
They need Michigan's had a tough, like, they've obviously played well, but still, they lost to Duke, but they played a bunch of tough teams in a row. I think it's a good spot for Illinois, and I think Illinois is the real deal. I think they legitimately can go to a Final Four. They're just loaded. They have so many guys who can shoot. I love the kind of guys they have. Like Wagler's obviously been incredible. They have Boswell's kind of like the savvy vet.
I think I saw the tweet that Wagler like slipped through the cracks because of like the fucking shoe companies.
He wasn't a big recruit. Yeah, he wasn't some like crazy high recruit.
Like coaches, I think the guy had a tweet of being like, you don't need to send 4 assistants to the same AAU tournament. You know what I mean? Like it's send the whole staff, and it's like your whole staff is here. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, but it seemed like he slipped through cracks. But yeah, I mean he's got the goods too. And what if he comes? How high is he gonna go? He's flying up the boards now.
He's a lottery pick.
But if it's a week,
I think he's a huge guard. Like those guys are.
I know.
Like,
I'm just saying. I know. You take the money. You take the money immediately.
Oh, you think he should come back?
No, I'm saying if he did, I don't think he should, and I wouldn't advise it as well. But if he did, could he play himself to like top 2 next year?
But the only thing
this class is loaded. I'm just saying.
What does the next class look like?
I don't know.
I don't know what this next class.
It can't be as good as this one.
No, I doubt it. I mean, most aren't.
It can't be as good as this one.
But I still think you're a top 10. Like he could go. I think he could realistically go anywhere from 6 to 10.
There are
probably
so many players in this draft that people are going to be like.
There's just so many. There's so many guards.
Like normally,
many good guards.
We got this kid at 9. We got this kid at 9. It's like, okay, yeah, he's a lottery pick. We'll see how it turns out. Like,
but
you're getting from 1 to 11 or 12. It feels like everybody's like star. Or like, I feel like we got a star. I feel like we got a star. Like, where else can you say that?
There's like 8, 9 picks in this draft that in the like Sar Rissinger draft would have went 1 overall. Like Wagler, I bet if he was in that class, I bet he might go number 1.
Dude, have you seen? I'm not saying it just because he plays for Alabama. Have you seen what Amari Allen's been doing towards the end of this year? Yeah, how high he's getting better.
Dude, the kid
Wagler's getting better. Have you watched any of the kids? I think it's Hans Steinbach out at Washington. He's got the goods.
I'll tell you, the kid Ament.
Fucking deep. Yeah, I know. Ament's getting forgotten.
From Tennessee, he's going to go in the lottery probably.
Deep.
Really good. It's an insane class. It really is. There's so many of these guys, like pretty much like all these guys, like Acuff, that's going to go probably like 5th, or Mikal Brown's going to go in that same range. Like these guys all would have probably been the 1st, 2nd overall pick in some of these classes.
Philon's up like towards the top of that board. I'm trying to think of who fucking.
How old's Philon? Sophomore?
No, LeBaron Philon, Alabama as well.
No, how old is he?
Oh, Philon's a
junior?
Yeah. No, I feel like Philon's a sophomore.
That's what I said first.
I could be wrong. You're right. Yeah,
I know. He'd have played at least a couple of years.
Sophomore. Yeah. I don't think he comes back, but Virginia at Duke tomorrow is Duke 9.5 is what I'm seeing early. A lot of these are like it still hasn't. We're still waiting for them to completely roll out. But Virginia at Duke. That's one. If Virginia, I think Virginia is like a nice little team.
Where's the game?
It's at Duke.
They gotta hang. They gotta at least show. They gotta hang. They at least show you're a worthy adversary.
Yeah, because people keep thinking that Virginia plays like the slow style and stuff like that. Ryan Odom's doing it better. Like they're more modernized, obviously, and they're a good team. But they need to. If they beat Duke, then the world's on notice of like.
Oh, of course. I mean, they've been playing great. I mean, I was on NC State the other day. They smashed NC State, like buried them.
NC State's a weird. They
can be good. They've been weird. Like I've had some good moments with them. They've been good to me, but
Wade's a good coach, but like they're interesting. They're very interesting.
They're a team that's talented. Like they're a team that I could see them winning maybe like a game or two in the tournament. It wouldn't shock me.
Two big ones in the Big East. Seton Hall at UConn, Nova at St. John's.
Huge ones.
Really
Nova St. John's is huge.
Seton Hall, and I like
Holloway
a lot. The fact that he ever got Seton Hall ranked, like he should get a plaque this year.
Yeah.
And and they're still like competent in the Big East. They're not,
They might make the tournament. They're like a little bit. They're still like on the fringe. I feel like they still kind of have a shot.
Like they're like a hanging super by the fringe.
I mean,
they worn out pair of underwear.
See, it's so weird now too. You know, it's because you see these like bracket things, and you see teams in so many different places. I think it's because I'll see one where it's a Seton Hall like is in. I've seen one where it's like they're not even like on the board.
Yeah.
So I don't. You're probably right. They probably are. They're definitely like outside looking in. Probably
they just don't have enough opportunities. This is
honestly, this would be one if they win this. Yeah. They might throw themselves back in it.
Like the fact that he ever got them ranked is like insane.
They just have no money. They have nothing.
They play far away. It doesn't fit. Like we've been, I've dragged you to a bunch of the games there. It's like it's just.
I mean, last year we went to maybe the worst college basketball game ever played. Butler Seton Hall. They had combined like 9 wins. It was like March, like end of February.
It was around this time of year. Yeah, it was. But yeah, I mean, credit to Holloway. So that's a big one. UConn can't slip up and have a letdown after smashing St. John's. On the flip side, St. John's has to get back up with Nova coming to town there. That's also a big spot for Willard if he can go get another one against St. John's. Because I don't really know what to make of Nova. I know didn't they beat Wisconsin?
Yeah, I think
earlier in the year. But again, you play the Big East. Like I don't really know how to equate you in the big picture if you're playing in this conference.
Well, this is like the
you're
big
supposed to go and beat Butler twice. You're supposed to go beat DePaul, even though Holtman's doing a pretty good job there. You're supposed to go beat them. You're supposed to go beat Georgetown. Like there's a lot of like gimmies. Marquette, Georgetown, Providence. Like it's a lot of gimmies.
Well, it just hurt them this year. Like Marquette and Creighton being down has been the big thing.
Yes,
because you're used to those two being good, and you at least have a solid like 6 that are like respectable. Those two teams being like just like basically. I mean, Marquette's been terrible. Them just being bad, I think that's really hurt the strength.
You buy McDermott doing anything out at Arizona State? I can't see him leaving for Arizona State.
No. I mean, I'd be shocked.
They're putting up graphics that he is.
I'd be shocked. And a lot of graphics get made nowadays, though. Too many graphics. You just see the most you go on Instagram, you see the most nonsense graphics you've ever seen. Constantly. Making shit up.
What would you say is the gold medal game tomorrow? Arkansas, Florida, or Texas Tech, Iowa State? Or Kansas, Arizona?
Probably Kansas, Arizona.
You think that's gold medal?
Probably. Where's the game? Arizona? Probably.
It's good.
It's close.
It's a good problem to have.
I would say probably Arizona, Kansas.
Good problem to have. All right, so let's go Arizona, Kansas. Arizona early lines -8.5.
A lot of respect.
Just you don't know what Peterson's gonna do. You know, like I know they won Monday and he beat Houston, who I thought.
I mean that's the most Arizona line ever.
8.5.
Like they're just, but at the same time, I that's how I guess that was how I felt about Houston in the same spot with Arizona, and that Arizona just won outright. But I just think Arizona's the real deal. Not that I think Kansas is like phony or anything. But yeah, that just screams to me like, especially coming off, they get the big win on Big Monday. Now they go to Arizona. Granted, a lot of time between, but that line just screams to me like zone is gonna roll.
Yeah, I've come back way more. I don't think Arizona can lose the 1 seed. Now, when I kept saying it 2-3 weeks ago, the path was there. You have a gauntlet of a Big 12.
They just won.
All Pete's out. They won all these games. So
they're just that good.
Can't take it away. Yeah, they're a 1. They're a 1. I don't see any margin where they fall off.
I don't think so either.
They're the third one, and that's kind of it. I don't know, man. It just really depends what Peterson wants to do. 8.5.
See, but to me, it's like
I've seen Arizona let BYU creep back in that game. Like they seems like the world's caught up a little bit. They're still world beaters, but like they're not smashing people.
I mean, but it's like when you're playing the Big 12, like you're playing all the best teams in the Big 12, like you can't be expected to just beat the shit out of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they went to Houston and won without Pete. Like that's crazy. Like they're fucking good.
Arkansas at Florida. They're saying Florida minus 9.5.
Florida, they're finally getting the respect. They're fucking good, dude. They're excellent. People.
I thought Texas was a slip-up spot. I really did.
But that's how good they are. Like even the slip-up spots against like
slow. I know,
against like a good team, like a tournament team on the road in conference, and they're hanging like 1 point game for like the whole game, and then 6-7 minutes left, they just fucking pour it on.
Now, what do you think about Fland or Lee holding their own defensively against Acuff?
I mean, listen, Acuff's probably going to play well against him. Like I would imagine he's going to have a good game. I just think for them, like it's Florida's front court that's like to me the crazy thing is when you watch Florida, they're so good. They haven't even shot the ball well.
No, Lee and
Fland are like Fland in. I saw he finally hit a few threes in this Texas game in the end. I think in the release coming into the game was shooting like under 20% from three in SEC play, like not good. And Lee was under 30%. So having your two guards can't shoot threes in conference play, and you're still just dominating these teams. Like if they can, and that's why I was saying I like the third guard at Calazar. Like he's a 3-point shooter, so I think he kind of makes up for it as like the third guard. He's a true knockdown. But these guys, like if you saw it with Flynn, like the second like his shots fallen, like they're not losing to anybody.
No,
like I really think they're that good, and they really don't even need the shots to fall like crazy. The way they just get looks inside, the way they play defense. The transition buckets they get, that Texas game, they end up winning, like, Haw had, 5 points. Their best player. Like, you just see how loaded they are. And as long as an
unbelievable coach.
As long as they're just, clicking a little bit, as long as, they got, one or two guys that are hitting a few shots, they're tough to beat. And they beat the shit out of people. I would be shocked if they didn't make a super deep run.
I still might go Arkansas plus the points, just, at the end, cover.
I'll have to really dive in and see what I want to do. I basically have been the mindset Texas would have been a spot where I would have bet Texas every time, and I didn't because of how I liked Florida, and I was glad it was a stay away that felt like a win. Even though I wanted to just bet Florida, I've been just riding this Florida wave, but that's a lot of points. And I've been an Arkansas guy too, but I just think Florida is that good, and I still don't know if they're getting quite the. I think they're really. I think they're closer to that the big three than they are to the other teams maybe.
Well, hold on. I'll also give you a big problem. SEC championship is Sunday, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a problem. If you're talking about will they truly get the respect they deserve for the seed if they win it on Sunday. They
might be a 2. They might just make them a 2. I mean,
the Big Ten champion.
Because they might just give it to UConn. I could see it. I mean,
well, what I'm saying is,
UConn beat them early in the year too. They're gonna take that into some consideration.
I'm saying worst case scenario, maybe they don't jump from a 3 to a 2, if that makes sense.
Florida,
yeah,
I think Florida will be a 2.
I understand that.
They're gonna be a 3.
I'm just laying it out. You know how it all goes. I think
now they've already played themselves into a 2. They're a top. What are they ranked 6 now? And I know rankings aren't direct 1-to-1, but I feel like for a while they were
just laying it out
in
that
the mid-teens, and then they just keep winning.
The Big Ten and the SEC get fucked playing on Sunday. That's just
fair. No, it's fair. It's true.
So that's all I'm laying out there. That's a.
But I think by that time, and I think they're doing it now. I think they would have earned enough respect where, I think right now they should be firmly 2. And then maybe have a chance with them battling with UConn, but UConn beating them in November that might hold them back.
Yeah, because the 2 lines crowd. I mean,
But maybe UConn loses to St. John's, or they lose another one of these games. They don't win the Big East maybe in Florida. Florida does.
It changes on.
Florida
Saturday,
wins SEC regular season and.
I'm just saying, how it is on Sunday.
No, for sure.
Do not. There was one year Iowa won the Big Ten championship, beat Illinois in earlier rounds or whatever, and Illinois was a fucking 4, and I was a 5, and they're also going from Sunday in the last. They were the last team to change in the locker room before Selection Sunday and then went and played in the early window Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. Like, they get it done or push it back.
That was when Richmond beat them, right? Richmond beat
Richmond beat 'em.
I was on
Richmond
Richmond.
beat 'em. Or move up the fucking games then. Like, the Big Ten Championship, make it at fucking...
No, they fuck them, making them play that early Wednesday. That was bullshit. I agree.
So, that's
but you're right. The conference tournament never matters for resume as much as you think it does in the moment.
No.
Like, you think your team wins a few games, you're like, oh, like, we're maybe even Ohio State have dealt with that, like, a couple years ago where, like, they made that run in the tournament, they won a few games, and they were like, oh, like, maybe that was enough, and then they're not even on the fucking...
I really don't think...
They weren't even, like, the last four out.
The big conferences do not hold enough weight.
They don't give them enough. They're not, like, really... You have to win, like, all of them to even get, like it still doesn't even... Remember that? What was the year Texas A&M made that? They made all the way to the title game, and everyone thought, oh, like, they're going to be... And it just still wasn't... They never value it as much as you feel as it feels like because when you're playing it, especially like you're in a big conference and you stack like 3 of those wins in a row in like 3 days, you're like, oh my god, look at these 3 wins we just added, like that's incredible. But they just never.
I also think they won't admit it, but it is difficult and it's time consuming when you have these super conferences now, which they love to like placate to. But when you had 14 teams in the SEC last year. Being a nerd like I am, knowing the bracketology, you're supposed to not have teams meet until the Sweet 16. But that gets very complicated when you have a conference do really good. So it's like, all right, last year it's like, all right, Florida's a 1, Bama's a 2, Auburn's a 1. Okay, we have to separate that. But wait a second, also like Tennessee's a 2.
Yeah.
So like there, and then wait a second, we have 3 more teams in the 3-4 range. Like, now what? So it's doing that, the times. When BYU is good, they can't play on fucking Sundays.
Yeah.
So they're not truthfully, like, that's the little tricks you start to learn. Locations, whatever. So it's never going to be perfect. It's harder for them to do what they want to do. So, and figure it all out. But, so that's a big one. Texas Tech going to Iowa State. Iowa State minus 8.5.
Just without Toppin, I just don't know if they're gonna have like inside. I can't with like Jefferson and some of these other guys. Also,
I still think they could keep it close.
This dude Milan, man, he's shooting 50% from 3 on the season.
Beast.
He's fucking ridiculous.
They call him mommy? Don't they just say mommy?
I always call it's Milicevic, I think is how you say his last name.
They call him mommy.
I always call him Milan. It just sounds easier to say.
I don't know. I lean Texas. I'm leaning. It looks like I'm jumping out dogs in a lot of these. I like Arkansas. Kansas is a stay away. Texas Tech seems like that. And then Bama at Tennessee. Now, a reminder.
What's the line there?
Haven't seen it yet.
No,
I've not seen it yet. Aiden Holloway and Amari Allen were out against Tennessee the last time. And they lost by 6. Now, they did have Bediako. But they lost by like 6. Yeah, Bediako was getting a lot of slack. He was in Puerto Rico last night.
Yeah, he's playing for Team Canada. He's like what? His 4 teams played for.
He probably takes online classes.
We got a line.
What is it?
Tennessee minus 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, minus 115. So even leaning up.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we should talk about the Charles Bediako.
He's just taking online classes.
Well, yeah, last night in Puerto Rico, Charles Bediako played 16 minutes, 38 seconds for Team Canada as part of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Meanwhile, through his attorneys, he asked the Alabama Supreme Court to rule his emergency motion for media eligibility by today so he could play as soon as the Tennessee game tomorrow. So he's going to play for Canada, and he wants to play for Tennessee, and he wants to play for the Bahamas again on Sunday.
He's still taking online classes. You could take online classes. That's all I'm going to say.
He's getting his degree?
Getting a degree.
I kind of, at this point, though, the page is turned. Like, it's got to go.
But it's more, I think, but if you're Bama, you tried to do that, so now you can't, they can't be like, oh, why are you, breaking our balls?
Right.
You did this, you opened Pandora's box.
Well, I'm saying in terms of the kid's going to keep fighting, but if I was, it's almost.
Oh, no, I don't think they should be planning on coming back, but it's in terms of the people still poking at it, that's.
The team's on the floor.
It is what it is,
That's
yeah.
I'm with that.
Also, we should do more housekeeping. There was a clip of Chiclets about you.
Oh, I did see that.
Oh, yeah.
So I think another kid tweeted at me
The Hillary Knight's.
I was in an air. I was delayed.
Riders.
I had a suit. I think the flights ended up getting canceled going to Chicago. How bad it was. It was that one bad storm, whatever the fuck it was, early in the year or something like that. And I was tweeting, and this kid in a Bears hoodie he asked for a picture, and then we were talking. I was like, how do you feel about the game today? It was the Bears-Packers, whatever that day was. Bears-Packers was a big game, not the playoff game. And he's like, this is one of the most important days of my life. And his wife was like sleeping on his shoulder. I was like, yeah, I tweeted him, like, you think Bears fans are locked in? This kid just told me it was one of the biggest days of his life. I think that's his brother.
You waited.
Yeah,
now
100%.
you stuffed him in a locker.
Yeah.
Dude, so fun. My brother's got this group chat, and he's like, Abby, when are you getting on the pod? When are you getting on the pod? His entire group chat's lighting up. They're called the Riders. So.
Oh, Rico Bosco Riders?
Yeah, they're going to be excited when this pod comes out. So I appreciate you guys more than you know. You guys are awesome, and I watch a lot of this.
I love when Biz figures something out.
The Canadian in him comes out.
Oh, yeah,
the Canadian in him comes out.
Riders.
Ooh, the Riders.
Yeah, just every interaction.
And
But
then,
it seems like it was her brother. Yeah. So this was the kid. Legend.
That's her brother, you think?
One of
Yeah.
the boys from the chat.
What day did he originally tweet that?
That's so funny.
Well, I don't
Oh,
know.
it's an old one?
Yeah,
All right, yeah, we can't tell. But it was whatever day the Packers were playing the
You got the Bears jacket on.
Yeah, it was unreal. And he was wearing a wedding ring. He was like, yeah. He was like, this is one of the best days of my life. More important. I was like, all right.
I think the Bears actually might beat the Packers.
They're dialed in. And Gonzaga St. Mary's, possibly the last one. Late night. You have to show homage, Ev. It has to be on your quad box.
Yeah, no. It'll be. I don't have to respect them in terms of I'm just sick of them being like a 5 seed and then just getting embarrassed every year.
There's something about.
No, it's on at night.
out.
It'll be on.
Yeah, just it's a nice little comfort.
I actually was on them against Santa Clara. They rolled
Comfort
the other night.
Comfort watch. What else did I have to say? Oh, Phil, you want to touch on the Lakers just being a disaster?
I actually wanted to bring
Or a
up one
play-in?
NBA topic.
LeBron sucks, by the way.
So-
Khan hits 2 threes. Lopez hits 4 threes. Hits a million threes. I only bet him at 4. Lopez hits 2. I'm good to go. Well, he got it late, but then LeBron just couldn't go for 3.
Burke Lopez?
3, yeah, and the thing. Tonight I'm on Cade 3+, Clowney 3+, Chet 2+ is 14.51.
All right.
My new favorite thing.
I also wanted to show this tweet. The NBA is considering the implementation of a new policy giving teams exclusive draft rights to children of their players under contract. Bronny rights would give an NBA team the exclusive capacity to draft a child of one of its players or the option to waive these rights. Also, the NBA is not considering this as parity. Do you think it's a good idea either way?
Fuck no. Also, it wouldn't happen.
But think about this. Carlos Boozer would be the hottest free agent on the market this summer because if you sign him to a league minimum...
That's funny. That's funny.
Or last year with Ron Harper. Think about that. When you sign him to a league minimum.
I kind of love it.
But then think about that. Do you just sign DeBance's dad to a 10-day?
No, it starts.
If they're a former NBA player,
They have to be a former NBA player.
It starts now. No, that's the way.
Yeah.
No, this is it. Truthfully, so it starts now. So who's one of the oldest guys in the NBA? Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You'd probably draft Kevin Durant would be big on that board if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because down the road you would hope his son. You know what I mean? And you're getting to that quicker. Or if Gilbert Arenas was still in the league. I guess what I'm trying.
You signed, all right. So Gilbert would be a perfect example.
Yeah. No, but
you signed Gilbert to a 1. You sign a 1 year now.
No.
And then they just get to have Elijah Arenas.
No, that's my point. Once these guys, anybody who's retired is out of the mix. You have to be in the NBA right now.
LeBron is such a one of one. It's literally probably never happened before outside of that. Who other? Because think about
No, I'm saying I'll go complete flip side.
But you're saying that
you're
in
in
the
the
active. Who's going to have a kid old enough to play in the league?
You own their
at the
rights.
same time as him.
No, I want to go complete flip side. You own their family rights forever.
If you draft them?
Yeah.
So the Cavs would own Bronny's rights.
No, starting now. You pick whoever. Let's say Knuppel was still at Duke. You take him.
Okay.
You got his brothers. You got
okay,
you own the family crest.
I got you.
All the way through. And on draft night, they're going to a GM.
So the Thompson twins, like maybe they would have went 1 overall because you just get both instead of like Wemby, you still take Wemby.
You go to the GMs are standing there, and the woman's like, hey, this guy was projected like 35th. You took him 7th. It's like, listen. We'll struggle for a couple years, but wait till you see his brother in 5 years. You're gonna be thanking me. But
that'd be a wild think about the kid you're talking about. And this time he'd be 13. That's you're projecting a lot for a 13-year-old. That'd be funny. You get all their
very
brothers.
funny. Get the family crest.
Signing Carlos Boozer to a vet minimum.
That'd be funny
right
too.
now.
Yeah.
There's a Gilbert Arenas. You signed Gilbert to a vet minimum to get
stash
his
him on
son.
your roster.
Who's the ball father?
LeVar.
Yeah, he'd finally get an NBA deal.
Minimum. You may have to pay top dollar just to acquire that.
Crazy.
Gilbert Arenas could be negotiating for a supermax.
I don't know. I've always said that. I know it changes the average.
If you're a team like the Wizards, why not? What are you using that cap space on?
Yeah, I guess. Oh man.
I think NBA, the best 4th grader in the country, NBA teams should have rights on.
This is parody. It's never gonna happen.
Obviously, it's not.
I will tell you this,
That'd be ridiculous.
In my dad's fantasy baseball draft 35 years ago, I did a minor league draft, so it's any prospect. Another guy took my brother, and my dad had to make a trade for him.
That's funny.
Because I think I had a surgery when I was 3 or 4 years old, so I was on the DL. They were like, "Why?" My dad was like, "Well, at least why don't you pick the oldest son?" He goes, "Nah, he's a little banged up from surgery," and they made him give another prospect. So that's what buddies do. All right, Cade, Clowney, Chet plus 1451. What do you got tonight?
I got Illinois plus 2. Really like Illinois tonight. I got the over 158 as well. I think they're going to go up and down. Both can score really well. I really like George Washington minus 3. They're catching Dayton now coming. I think George Washington is pretty good. They've been good to beat betting as well. Mm-hmm. Dayton just had the big win over St. Louis at home. Now they go on the road to GW. I think GW wins tonight. Sorry to Kevin Long Island. I think GW is a good spot.
GW is a good team. They had a lot of losses in the A10. I like Caputo. They're very good. They're laying how many though?
3 at home.
I like that. Phil, what do you got?
Michigan minus 1.5. The line just dropped down to that. I also have a 3-point parlay. I'm doing a Knicks one. Brunson 3+, Hart 3+, and Obi 3+. That's plus 800.
You like Obi? You like OG? I wanted to keep putting him in. I didn't put him in.
It's a bottom feeder team like the Bucks, where I feel like we're just gonna be launching. We'll get a lot of volume, so it just feels like a game that OG pops off in.
I don't hate it.
I was also pissed too because the guys I wanted last night, like Reed Shepard, went for fucking 6 threes. These are the guys
what we should be doing is just ladder con Knuppel because it's every fucking night. It's 4, 5.
I think they're gonna catch up to us, but yeah, Julian was tweeting that last night. You could have had him at 8. Now it's crazy to bet, but just go his plus number was 4. So go 4, 5, 6, and you're in an okay spot.
The 3-point make leaders are since January 1st. Kahn, LaMelo, Miller.
Crazy on the same team.
The same team. It's crazy.
They got a nice core, man. That's a nice 3 to try to build around.
It feels weird. The Hornets are I hope they get the 8 seed and play the Pistons round 1.
I wonder how people would respond to that if the Hornets made a run to the conference finals. Of people being this sucks, or this is.
I think it'd be a great story. If they got washed in the conference finals, that series itself would be bad. But I think you got to make it think about the hype they would have going into next year.
Yep.
The future, be they got 3 studs who are all under 25.
They own anybody's picks?
No, they only have their own. I think
they built it. I mean, they hit on Kahn, hit on Miller.
They didn't really trade. They traded on.
No, there was that DraftKings graphic last night. It's all-time franchise leaders in threes, which Curry's just.
Yeah, Kemba's at 1,200 for them.
Insane. Yeah, I replied. I said Kahn's gonna break this by Easter. The way
didn't he break the rookie record last night? He did last night.
22 games left.
Insane, just insane. He's special.
I think Titus said that. Titus is you're gonna look back at that Duke team and be like, how the fuck didn't they win it?
100%. You're gonna have 2 perennial all-stars on the team, and couldn't get to a national title game. Tough.
Houston. All right, loaded. The next time we see you will be March.
Yeah.
So turn the page, turn the calendar. Thank you to Fair Harbor. Thank you to Tomorrow Golf, Tomorrow Sports, and TGL, and we will see you Monday.